Thank you, guys. Call us, 877-77-BOBBY. Questions, comments, whatever you got. We'd love to hear it. 877-77-BOBBY.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
In the news, according to police. It's not funny. It's not funny. I'd like everybody to know it's not funny.
Okay.
A man in San Antonio got a call early yesterday morning from his girl. It's not funny.
He got a call?
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, it's because this is not funny. A guy got a call yesterday morning from his girlfriend saying, "Hey, will you meet me at my house?" So he's like, "Yeah, sure." So he drives over there, and that group of men get out of the vehicle and shoot him as soon as he gets out.
Oh.
Right, not funny.
Not
What?
funny.
Not
It's
funny.
not funny at all.
The weird thing is, and this also is not funny, she set him up the same way Sunday night. And the incident ended up with him not getting shot, but it still happened again.
What?
He's in the hospital recovering from meetup number 2, so she scheduled 2 after the first time that went unsuccessful.
I wonder what she said to make him come back again.
His
Like, I'm
girlfriend's in
sorry.
jail. We're trying to kill him. And I guess I'm laughing a little bit because he's not dead.
Yeah.
But it's like after the first time that happens, you
Learn.
love her so much, you want to give her a second chance.
Yeah, like why would you ever go
But
back?
maybe he thought that they were just random dudes. Like,
I don't think that. If I'm just thinking, I don't think that. But
Oh.
yeah, that's from WGXA.
they still together?
No.
Yeah.
Goes back again.
He's going back again. Companies are paying $100,000 for intense Top Gun experiences to build teamwork. Bosses are looking for an edge in the post-COVID remote work area, and okay, well, what can we do? So they're paying upwards of $100,000 for Top Gun-style simulations to rally their troops. The C-suite executives from companies Nike, Pepsi, Bank of America, who feel that they can bond their people and they have a need for speed. That's what they say in that movie, right?
Yeah.
They can hire people to send them on missions to rescue teammates and bring them home.
That's cool.
If you lose sight of the airplane you're fighting against, you lose the fight, said the person who is doing this. He said, so we use that as a metaphor. If you lose sight of your business, you're not going to achieve them. And they bring in former pilots, Navy SEALs, military commandos to train executives to execute with the same precision and accuracy as elite military aviators. And so they're like, as far as like the planes go, I don't know if they're literally in planes or if they're just
No.
making them go through like a boot camp type thing.
I'm picturing them like in a simulation, like in a simulator.
We're all in a simulation. I got bad news.
Right,
Don't
but
even
in
get me
a
started.
Here we go.
like, I was not picturing them actually like up in a plane.
Well, okay, let's say not plane, but Tiger Woods would go and train with Navy SEALs and go through all that training because he felt like he needed that discipline. And he ended up hurting himself too doing that. But it also could be some of this stuff as well.
Sure.
Where you're like going through a warehouse that they have set
Okay.
up.
Yeah,
You
obstacle course.
you actually shoot the grandma 3 times
Yeah.
instead of the bad guy.
Yeah.
But there is a plane simulation part of it, but there's also other military type parts of it as well, it
Gotcha.
seems. The perfect smile for pictures. They say tone it down a little bit. It's not necessary to have a big ear-to-ear grin, which is my smile for pictures. This is mine. I mean, it's as big as it could
That's
possibly
big.
be, yeah. And when it says, a more successful smile, they say less is a little more. So the most effective, successful, and pleasant smile doesn't show a whole lot of teeth. It allows your lips and eyes to shine. It's a medium to low version of what your big smile is that you're often giving in pictures. That's from Plus One, a research journal. So if this is my normal, I can pretty much do all of you guys' picture. This is me. Big smile.
Okay.
So I should do more like this. Oh, that's creepy. I don't like it.
That's like a quarter smile.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a white van.
you're up to no good.
Yeah, there's something. I'm up to no good, but that's my...
Yeah, that's weird.
Now you look
that
like
one?
something's wrong with you.
Pooping?
It looks like you need to poop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here is Eddie's. He holds one finger up and doesn't even smile. Has a goofy thing. He just looks at the camera, holds a finger up.
That's my tourist pose.
And here's Amy. She puts her head down and laughs.
She does.
I used to do that more.
Yeah.
I don't do it as much.
You don't?
No, I've
Oh.
evolved.
And then Lunchbox lifts his shirt up and you see nipples
And mouth wide open.
and mouth wide open. And he does a lot of mouth wide open even without the nipples, where he's just like, big circle mouth. But we all have our thing.
Yeah, it's just easy because like you don't have to the smile. You can have the same face. It's like 1, 2, 3, smile. It's like okay, you look stupid when you smile on command. So it's just
So you don't look stupid when you show your nipples and open your mouth real
no.
large? Got it. 10-4, buddy. Are you supposed to suck the venom out of a snake bite?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
That's what they say. Suck it
Experts
out.
say you are not supposed to suck the wound.
Wait, what? How do you get it out?
You get
You
to the
don't-
doctor ASAP.
Yeah, well, the thing is, they say if a snake bites you and it's venomous, it's not like it's just sitting there ready to be sucked out. It goes into the bloodstream.
Oh, so tourniquet.
Now we're talking.
Get the belt off.
At least more so of that. So also, it increases infection if you do suck on the wound because your mouth is dirty.
Oh no!
So you're going to a wound and then you're putting your mouth on it. Then also you can get wound.
Right. Don't
From
you
your
get the
mouth.
venom in your...
Well, don't
No,
you
you
Well,
just
it's not,
spit
it's
it
not
out.
venom, you can spit it out, but I'm saying you can get like somebody's cut wound, not
Oh.
venom in your mouth. If they're
Yeah.
So they say snake venom typically moves through your body so fast that that's not going to matter. And secondly, don't apply a tourniquet.
Oh,
Don't
here we
do
go.
that.
Eddie, you've killed him
Great.
twice.
Great.
Okay, wait, why?
Because that can cause nerve and tissue damage. Now, this is after a snake bite. If somebody like gets their hand chopped off or something, you're on your own. I don't know
Tourniquet.
that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
They say call 911 and try to get the person to lay down and relax, which is going to be hard to do. But if their blood is not pumping because their heart is doing this, it's not flying through their body.
Yes, yes, yes. I remember this. Stay calm. And yes, that's why I said you got to get to the doctor as quickly as possible. And then you're right. You have to stay calm.
What are you talking
Nobody
about?
in my whole life has ever told me to stay calm when I stay calm.
Right. Settle
Right, but
down.
now you know.
Relax. I don't do that.
Because the less you relax, you're right, the more the venom's just pumping through.
But that's what they say to do. Try to get the person to go through Lamaze.
So relax.
The way to a woman's heart is blank. Amy.
Let's see.
no.
Being able to like quality time and communicate and like actually talk about things and open up and
Yeah.
be vulnerable and share stuff like that.
Thanks for coming to the TED Talk of Amy and her.
Wow.
I was
Well, I was like, when you asked me, I was like, well, where do I start? But
by heading to the local home improvement store and completing her honeydew list. It says Men's Health Magazine.
well, there you go.
But this is Men's Health thing. Hopefully they got a woman to write this article.
Yeah.
Surveys have shown that the way to a woman's heart is by accomplishing small tasks for her, especially ones that you can knock out in far less time than her. That seems sexist. This is Men's Health writing it. My woman,
My woman.
my wife is so much more handy around the house than I am. She can fix stuff, tools, put stuff together.
No.
In fact, many women prefer their men to be good at do-it-yourself projects over being funny, sweet, and caring. There's no way. This is a guy writing this
No,
article.
there's no
Funny,
way.
sweet,
Stupidest article
and
I've read in my
caring.
life.
Yeah.
The way to my woman's heart is being there.
Yeah, quality time.
Yep. That's her love language. No more, no less. And I'm like, but what if I buy you something? She's like, that's great. Okay, sure. Everybody likes gifts. But again, her love language is quality time. She grew up in a very healthy family. Her mom and dad are still together. They're awesome. She's very close with her siblings. They spend a lot of time together. It is like, I was talking to my therapist, it's like a foreign language to me in a country that I want to live in. So I'm trying to learn it because I want to live there, but sometimes I don't understand the slang. I don't understand because I grew up exactly the opposite. It's nobody want to hang out with me anyway, but it's like kids, friends. But I didn't have there was no family around. And so it was never a priority. It was dig myself out of go get good grades so I can get to college, so I can get out of here. And so that's what I did. I worked so I could pay for clothes and stuff. And I studied and I played ball and I just went. And there was that to me was always like, wow, look at me, I'm a hard worker. I should. But her, it's like, hey, maybe you don't have to work as hard. It's just, it's like two cultures colliding sometimes in a wonderful way, which is hard for me to understand because that's what's very important to her. And sometimes, I have a successful career now, and I'm just like, I wish I could just buy her stuff, and she'd be like, oh, thank you, go play golf. And she doesn't care if I play golf, but it's like, I just wish that made up for the fact that I wasn't spending enough quality time there. But it doesn't.
Because that's not
Because
her
it
love
doesn't matter.
language.
She doesn't care.
Right.
And I'm learning it, and I think I'm getting better at it.
Someone has that love language where you can just buy them stuff.
Yeah,
Me?
a lot
I
of
do.
women.
I swear
Yeah,
to God.
gifts.
No, it's
Gifts.
not a women thing. I'm going to tell you.
Oh, I was gonna
Men
say.
have
Talking
it
to my
too.
therapist about it again. My love language is giving gifts and getting gifts because I never got anything as a kid. And so it was like when someone gave me something, it meant that they must love me. If it was a church group bringing us food at Christmas or presents, or I was like, wow, somebody must really. I was charity to some people, but I also felt like somebody must love me if they're giving me stuff. And so that's where I felt love. it's the only reason I'm a performer too, is so I could find that love from somewhere. And then I'm like, well, I loved getting stuff because I never got, so I'm going to give. And my love language is also giving. But it's good. It's a good process to figure out what your partner's love language is, because even though my favorite love language is not spending quality time with anybody, I do like spending time with people, but it's not the thing I feel is like most important to show them. I do that for her. I try to be better at it because I know that's hers. And then with her more, I'm like, get me gifts. That's mine.
Buy me stuff.
Give me stuff. I like stuff. So, yeah, anyway.
These guys, the homework should be to figure out your love
I
language.
know my
And then
wife's
your
love language?
To listen. I need to listen more. She loves it when I listen to her talk.
I don't know that that's a love language.
What do you mean?
There's 5. There's acts of service, gifts.
Hold on, listen in. That's just called you don't listen to.
Because I always she's talking. I'm like, mm-hmm.
Yeah. But listen to the 5 love languages.
Okay, so words of affirmation, that's mine. Gifts, like Bobby said. Acts of service, quality time, that's 4. Which one am I missing?
Listening.
No,
Money.
it's not
That's one you
listening.
should be doing anyway.
What am I missing?
You're probably missing physical touch.
That's it, and that's a lot.
That's
of
mine.
Oh, then there you go.
People's too?
She likes that.
No, you guys
No.
just like to be touched. There's a difference.
No. My wife likes that.
No, you're saying
you
she
like it.
likes that.
Okay.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that. It doesn't
Right?
mean you don't like any
It
of the
doesn't.
other
Yes,
ones.
I like all of them.
Yeah. It just means one fills your
They
cup
think they can
up
choose
more.
one.
So like you
I choose
could,
that one.
The only one I like is touch.
y'all should study them and then ask
I
your
study
wives. Okay.
No.
Whatever.
Okay, see.
Never mind.
Sorry. Amy, I'm sorry that had to
Wow.
happen. Hey, you didn't deserve that. What they just did to you.
They didn't do anything to me. I just feel bad.
Why
for
do you keep saying that?
their
Did you
wives.
did your therapist tell you to say that to people?
She just didn't deserve you guys.
Because you keep saying
I
that.
like
You don't
that.
deserve
Hey,
that.
She didn't deserve that. A Long Island swimmer swept out to sea treads water for 5 hours before a boat rescued
Oh
him.
no, that's a long time.
5 freaking hours.
I can do it for an hour. Tread water, absolutely.
I don't even want to. I mean, sure. I could probably do it for 5 if I had to.
Oh my god.
But that sounds so scary. The whole time you're like, am I ever going to get out of this? Do I just give up? A man was swept out to sea. He was swimming off Long Island. Treaded water for 5 hours. He's 63.
This is a good lesson for people. So salt water is buoyant, so you float in salt water, so you don't have to try that hard to tread water.
If you try, help me, I've been to the ocean a lot. If you do try more and you're fighting it, do you actually sink faster?
You get tired and
You
then you
get
just
more
give
It's
up.
just, it's just tiring
Yeah.
more than it is Okay, thank you. 2 lottery tickets worth a combined $1.3 million sold right here near us in Middle Tennessee, and I thought it was, and I was gonna be so mad if I didn't get in and you guys got this, but I don't think it was us.
No.
Or we'd have heard.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, good. And then one final story here. Chief Uno player is sought. And if you want to play Uno against people all the time, you can make $444,000 a week playing Uno games. They are looking for a chief Uno player to get paid $4,444 to play the games. You'll be called upon to dedicate 4 hours a day for 4 days a week to Uno Quattro, which combines a popular card game with a 4-in-a-row drop-down game. They want somebody who's passionate about Uno to play.
That's it.
I can play Uno.
Oh, where do I apply?
Uno.com. I don't know. You can go to the TikTok. That's where
I mean,
they're
that's
kind of talking about it,
crazy.
yeah.
That you're going to get paid $444,000 to play Uno?
No. There's no $4,444
But that's still only 4
A
hours
week.
a day.
a
So
week.
it's 4 hours a day.
Hold on.
You make total, because it's not for a full year, you make $17,776 total. So it's basically a month.
Playing a game though.
I'll hit
Playing a
it.
game. All right, thank you. That's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
We're waiting on the doctor to get here to check out Eddie.
He's coming.
ETA like 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll do that coming up in just a second. And then also we'll talk about marriage. A lot of us are married here. And Lauren, who works in the production room, and she's a big part of the show, not on the air a lot. She's about to get married. And so Raymundo said we should go around the room and give her a little advice.
Ooh.
And what the dumbest wedding traditions are that need to end, which I think is interesting. Like, we're not going to end them for her, but why do we even do it this way? Let's talk about that next. We're going to talk about wedding traditions they should no longer have. But before we do that, and we talk to Lauren, who's about to get married, just say your name and how long you've been.
Think about this. Oh, Amy.
Turn her mic off.
I always go to her first.
It's fine.
What would you like to say?
I was married for years.
I'd like to say, don't do it.
How many years?
What, 2006, 17?
Amy, formerly married, 17 years.
Ish.
Lunchbox.
Lunchbox married 7 years.
Eddie, 17 years, about to be 18.
Ray, 3 years.
And then me, I've been married 2, a little over 2. So you got the whole spectrum here, Lauren.
Okay.
And Lauren works and does a lot of work for us. She's not on the air a lot, but she works in the room connected to this room, doing a lot of production stuff for us. Writes a lot of stuff for the show. So, Lauren, you are getting married when?
May 18th of 2024.
And when did you get engaged?
September of 2022. So almost
So
a year
and
ago.
About a year and a half. Oh, wait, 2022, September, May, June, July, August.
Yeah, almost a year ago.
A year and 9 months from the day you got engaged to your wedding.
Yes.
Okay. And do you like him or no? Is he cool?
Oh yeah, I love
Cool.
him. Yeah,
Awesome.
he's great.
How long were you together?
We were together for 2 years when he proposed, but now we've been together for 3 years.
And how'd you guys meet?
Just through mutual friends at a backyard party
Here in town?
in Nashville. Yes, yeah.
And what kind of job? Don't say specifically, but what industry does he work in?
He does like some sort of construction, logistics, helping put together proposals for like tiles for these new like apartment high rises that are coming up. So
Dang.
some fancy
Hey,
stuff.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And how did he propose?
We went down to his lake house in Alabama, which is right outside of Auburn. He went to Auburn. I went to Penn State. Our whole family was in town for the Penn State-Auburn game, and he proposed on his dock there at the sunset. It was really nice.
Did you know it was coming?
Kind of. I knew it was probably going to happen that weekend. I just didn't expect it to be that day.
Did you cry?
Yeah, we all teared up. It was a really emotional moment.
What did he say? Do you remember?
No, I blacked out.
Do you have it recorded anywhere? Did somebody record his proposal?
There's video of him doing it, but you can't hear what he's saying.
Do you remember anything he said to you?
Yeah, he just spoke about how much he loved me, how much I meant to him, and that. Then he got down on his knee and said, "Will you marry me?"
Nice.
Yeah, but everything else I kind of blacked out.
So here she is. New, young,
Oh, yeah.
hopping into the marriage world.
About to get married.
That we all know very differently. So first of all, let's talk about the wedding. Let's talk about a wedding tradition that you think would need to end. This is not even about you, Lauren, but a wedding tradition that you think is so stupid that you think needs to end. I'm going to go around the room here. Raymundo.
Yeah, mine's with the dress. It's just superstition. It's bad luck to see the dress. So when I went to the dress shop and we got it, I mean, I think my bays are like hid in the back. I was like driving. I couldn't look in my mirrors. I almost got in a car accident. And then when we brought it to our apartment, we put it in the spare bedroom. I couldn't go in the spare bedroom for 4 months. So I couldn't see the dress. I would have never imagined what she would have looked like in it. You can see the dress. That needs to end.
Fair. Eddie.
Bouquet toss. Like, what is that? Like, people are just going to get hurt fighting for it. And then if you catch it, you're the next one to get married? That's
It's
ridiculous.
fun.
No,
I don't mind that.
no.
Kids like it too. I mean, it's kind of weird.
And a little kid catches it. What? They're about to get married first before all the other 50
No, that's illegal.
Yeah, that's not. That's not
I think
fun.
it's fun. Okay, I hear you, though. You don't like it? You don't
I
like
don't
it?
like it.
Lunchbox.
Yeah, abstinence before marriage. I just think that needs to end. I mean, because you got to know if you're compatible.
But I don't know that is
If that's-
extremely common anymore.
Or it's either for you or it's not for you. I don't think it's like a.
That's a tradition.
No,
That's why they wear white.
No, it's why they used to wear white.
Implying
But I don't
they
think
were-
most brides are virgins at this
You're
point.
right.
I would say maybe less than 5%.
Oh.
So you got your wish.
Okay, well then,
There you go.
there you go.
Hey, fixed.
You know what else they need to get rid of? I mean, really, is the father-daughter dance. It's kind of awkward.
Oh, I like that.
It's
Oh, I
weird.
love it.
Because you think the father's like,
Well, it's just like weird. Like, why do you have a father-daughter dance? Like, why don't you have a mother-daughter dance? Like, why is it? Like, it's just weird.
you
that,
could do that.
It's
There's
weird
a mother-son dance.
which is weird.
Got it. So you just think the whole dancing with your kid is weird.
Yes.
I think it's mostly just for that moment, regardless if it's dance or stand there talking, or it's just about one moment for them at the wedding. But I hear you.
Yeah, I think those are weird. It's sort of like when you
I
see
think it's
the-
too long sometimes. I think
Oh,
they
yeah.
should do an edited version of the song.
There you go. 30
I've seen
seconds.
people doing that. Yes, like or like a mashup. They have like a song, but you trade in and out, or yes, it's just the first verse and the chorus, and then the next song plays, and then you switch.
You should DJ to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amy.
I would just say, I mean, you don't have to go by any rules. I mean, I think that, I don't know if you're going to have a bridal party, but like I had bridesmen on my side, like I had bridesmaids and bridesmen. And I just think that sometimes you can get caught up with like, how many people are we going to have? They don't have to be even, or which side do we have to stand on? Or people have to sit on this side if they know me and that side. Like just all of that can kind of go out the window if you ask me. You're merging your lives together, so who cares?
I think the dumbest tradition, and again, we're all coming from our own personal places here. I have so much trauma with money. Is that I hate that the dad is supposed to pay for it. I think we should kill that.
Oh no,
Or
no,
the
no! I
bride's
like that.
family.
No, 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 no.
Who
Stop.
pays for it?
The bride's dad.
dad.
I like that.
I think it is I think it's extremely hard, especially for a dad, if they don't have the money and they're like, "This is tradition. I'm supposed to pay for a wedding," and they feel like they can't provide for their daughter again. Like I think there should be some collective way to just figure it out each time, and it's not assigned to one person who is supposed to pay for the wedding.
Charge admission like a concert.
Oh,
Then
You
that
know-
pays for it.
And
No.
and haha, we get a good laugh out of that because that's hilarious. People buy front row seats. They get meet and greets before with the bride and groom.
VIP passes.
But to me, that's hard because I just know that if I would have gotten married earlier, I didn't even have a dad, and we weren't paying for it. We couldn't pay for it, and so that would that'd have been a struggle. That's probably a struggle for a lot of families and a lot of pressure on people that I don't think is fair at times. If the dad's like, hey, we can afford it, let's do it. But I think that I don't like that tradition that it just has to be. And if that doesn't happen that way, well, that you're a loser.
Okay, yeah. So, and I think the tradition is, the bride's father.
What if the bride's
like,
father's rich? Oh
it's-
yeah, I guess it would. My dad wouldn't have paid. I just felt like the bride, I think, in my wedding.
But it can also sometimes just fall on the bride's side. Like my parents were divorced when I got married, and so there were certain things that my dad and his wife paid for, and then my mom came in and paid for
good.
because my mom was on my side. So I think sometimes it just gets thrown on the bride's side. not
So do you
just-
can have
I
that
don't
money
even
back?
like that. I don't even.
Oh, I know. I mean,
yeah.
you can let it all go, and then.
I thought I
figure
was
out
the
a
bride
way.
in the first part of that story. I like
Yeah,
to
very
kind of
confusing.
pull that back a little bit. But yes, I think even having an assigned person who's supposed to pay for the wedding, I don't like because a lot of people are going through some struggles, and they will turn things over just to get that money, and it puts them in a bad place for a long time. So I don't like that. Let's figure it out like we do every other part of life. And if you can't afford it, don't do it. I'm telling you. If you can't afford the wedding and you're
Don't do it.
you're stretching yourself, don't do it. It is a really cool day. But it ain't a day that you should set yourself back for 3 years because of it. But it is an awesome day, and I hope you have a great time. And where are you going to get married, do you want to say?
Just right outside of Nashville at this place called Cherokee Docks. It's like 30 minutes outside of Nashville.
Did you have to reserve it way ahead of time?
Yeah, that was like the first thing we did. We probably reserved it like a month after we got engaged, and because it was already booking up really fast.
How far along are you in the process?
We're pretty far along. I just got my dress this past weekend. We just locked down the florist.
Just this past weekend?
Yeah,
Did you do the whole, all your girls went with you?
Yeah, my mom came and my sister, and then his mom and sister also came.
That's cool.
And we just went to 2 places, tried on a bunch of dresses, found the one, said yes to the dress. But we're pretty much.
No. You should have heard her talking about it. She was like, I just asked everybody to leave the room, and I tried 2 of my final dresses on. And the one I just had a moment with the one dress, and it just spoke to me, and I was like, "Oh,
That's awesome.
Well, because everyone was giving their opinions.
Yeah.
His side of the family was divided. My side of the family was divided. We all wanted different dresses. So I was like, I need a moment to figure out what I truly
Love
want with
it.
nobody else around.
that makes
Mature,
sense.
responsible,
Yeah.
looking out for you because it is about you.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
sorry your families hate each other, though.
No, they love each
No,
other.
we
They just wanted
heard it.
different
We
dresses.
Hey, who's paying for the wedding?
Both of our families, thankfully.
Oh,
We're not doing that
geez.
tradition either. We're all coming together.
Good. Well, we're rooting for you.
Thank you.
And so, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 9 months.
Yeah.
When's the bachelorette party?
That part hasn't been decided yet.
Who's your maid of honor?
My sister. Yeah.
Did you feel like you had to give it to her?
Yes and no. I mean, I would have given it to her anyway. Like, she's my best friend. We tell each other everything, but she's also my sister. I know I'll be hers, so.
How?
Yeah.
Ooh, what if you're not hers?
Oh, man, that gets
bad.
awkward.
Yeah.
That's happened to some of my friends.
Older or younger?
Younger. She's only 2 years younger, so we're really close.
Well, we're happy for you. We like you. Other than this segment, we do like you. Do
Well, thank you guys.
you like us?
Yeah, I love you guys. You guys
Yes.
are great.
I got a new friend. Yes. Okay. Anything you want to say to your husband? If he'll probably hear this back on the podcast. Your fiance. What would you like to say to him publicly? Public love.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. That I love him and I hope he's having a great day.
Yeah, it's pretty lame to say.
Yeah.
That,
Oh,
just
wow.
that.
True.
I'd probably really put my heart into it a little bit. But no, Lauren, good. We're happy for you.
Thank you.
And then take all the stuff that we said here and just forget it.
It seems
Do
like she
whatever
already
you
has
want.
it pretty figured
Yeah,
out.
yeah, just forget it all. Just our thoughts. All right, thank you, Lauren. All right, back in a second. We have a doctor coming by to look at Eddie live on the air. Should be here in the next few minutes.
Okay.
Very exciting.
Oh, yeah.
I need to see your insurance card, please.
Oh, is it going on my insurance?
I don't think so, dude. I don't even know if he's not getting paid.
I don't know what's going on
That's
here.
kind of the deal. We don't know if he's a doctor. So he will be here in a few minutes. Cool?
Cool.
Thank you. I want to play this song from Noah Kahan. The song is like bluegrass. It's like singer-songwriter. It's like Americana. It's like a little bit of country, and it's like a little bit of Post Malone because Post Malone's in the song. This is called Dial Drunk from Noah Kahan. Your love. I was trying to think of my third favorite right now. I don't know. Do you guys have a third favorite for me?
I just keep hearing Vascar all the time, but
Vascar's good.
I'm still loving Last Night
We let the liquor talk. Me too, man. That could be your third favorite.
It's not, though.
No?
It's not Fast Car.
Okay.
Now I'm back to listen to the Tracy Chapman version a lot. Because we hear them all the time. We just get played out of them. So, played out. I don't know my third favorite right now. Maybe.
What about that Jonas Brothers song? You like that one?
Yeah, I'm talking about songs. Oh, the Jonas Brothers song is awesome.
Yeah, you like that one.
Well, I played it for Eddie. He didn't even know who it was. I was like, who do you think this is? And he's like, I don't know. It's the Waffle House song. You play a little bit of that, Ray? Then we got the doctor coming in.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, it's called Jonas Brothers.
It's called Waffle House.
It's got talks at the Waffle House or something like that. God, that song is awesome.
Yeah, you like
And
that.
the first time, no, you like it too. Stop saying I like it.
It's good. It is good.
You know what, Amy?
You played it here once, the Jonas Brothers one.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
It doesn't even sound like. Yeah. Hold on.
You made us guess who it was.
We never knew how to forfeit, but we always knew how to talk. Couple nights threw gasoline on the fire. We never knew how to perfect, but we always knew it would work. 'Cause if something misread or if something got said, no, before the night ends.
Here's the chorus here.
No, don't get stressed, it's gonna get figured out. Oh, deep conversation at the Waffle House. Headstrong father and a determined mother. Oh, that's why some nights we try to kill each other, but you know it's always love.
That's Jam.
Does that third brother sing?
I don't know, dude.
I think they all do
Jonathan?
at
What's
some
his
point.
name?
Willie?
No.
Curtis?
Noah.
Curtis Jonas?
No.
No, Nick.
No. The third one.
Joe,
Kevin.
Nick, Kevin.
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 I'm sure they all sing a little bit.
Okay, but he doesn't take the lead ever?
Who knows?
Because I don't
poor
recognize
Kevin.
that sound. Like, that didn't sound like any of the guys that I know.
Morgan,
singing.
what do you know?
They've evolved.
Yeah, they all sing. I think Kevin's more background vocals, and Nick and Joe are your leads. They kind of split leads sometimes. I think who you're hearing there is mostly Joe.
No Kevin?
So Kevin's probably like Lance Bass.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Deep conversations at the Waffle House. What?
So does poor Kevin, doesn't make as much money, huh?
No, he makes the same.
They probably split it 3 ways. huh?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. That's
He's just the least known.
Or he's the best instrumentalist.
Right, or they write. Maybe he's the best writer.
For example, I would say when you look at Lady A, Dave Haywood is not the lead singer. There are 2 lead singers, and Dave Haywood does sing harmonies and does double up vocals, but he's also so good at the technical, the writing, the playing. Like, he's that part of that group.
But does he feel bad that he's the least known?
I don't.
I'd
With
have to
Dave
ask
Haywood's
him.
personality, he does not.
Like Kevin, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
think Dave Haywood is the backbone of that band, because he's the guy that's building a lot of that. Dan and Shay. Shay is for sure the lead singer, but Dan is the guy that's in the studio all the time creating that music.
I still need to look up that talk about they almost broke up. I'm gonna write.
Oh,
that down.
I did watch that. That was cool.
Good in the
car,
car,
huh?
huh? Yeah. All right, doctors coming in next.
I've been waiting kind of like.
Your microphone's not on for some reason.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, you're on.
I've been waiting like in the waiting room, just like awkwardly. Like, what do I do?
You are. Yeah,
Just
we
look
need
at
to put
the-
you in a gown.
Looking at the cotton
Yeah.
balls.
Come on in. Put him in a gown.
Oh, he doesn't look like a doctor.
Yes, he
What are you
does.
talking about?
I haven't even seen him.
Hey, he looks like me. What the heck? It's like it's like I'm walking into the room.
Hey.
Hey, Doc,
Okay.
how are you? Hey, I'm Bobby. Hey, Dr. Bradshaw. Will you sit in that
What's
chair
up,
right
Doc?
there for a
How are
second?
you? I'm Eddie. Good to meet
And he
you.
looks like a doctor because he's dressed. Were you going to work?
Oh, dude, yes, I let all my patients just know that, hey, I won't be there.
Well, he's dressed like a doctor. He's got his name on his shirt.
Yeah.
It's embroidered, doctor.
Did you
Yeah.
make that on the way here? We thought maybe you stopped at
We
Hobby
did.
Lobby real
We
quick.
did,
and
yeah,
that's it.
Hobby Lobby got me up, and we're good to go.
So what is your because we just met on the phone, but I can already tell by looking at because you look like me, the same. You're a good dude.
I mean, that's it. I didn't know that we were that you and I were related. It's good.
Are you from Arkansas?
No, I'm from Quincy, but if it was from Arkansas,
Quincy.
Illinois.
Got it. So you ended up in Tennessee because
So we were when I got done with school, we kind of traveled around the country, my wife and I, to kind of figure out where we wanted to be, and then Nashville felt like St. Louis. That's where I went to school.
and so you went to school where?
Logan University in St. Louis, Missouri.
And you studied what?
Chiropractic. Yeah. So I did my undergrad at Mizzou in Missouri, at Mizzou, and then did my doctorate in Logan. Yeah.
Eddie, now do you feel good? I feel like he's legit.
I like the credentials.
Me too.
You want me to get my license? I go.
No,
Nah,
we're good.
nah, we
We're
believe
good. We
you.
don't check out real doctors for license either, so why would we do
It
this?
doesn't matter,
So, Eddie, would you please explain your hands?
Absolutely, Doc. So when I wake up in the morning, my hands are numb. And I just feel like, and this is not just the morning, like if I wake up in the middle of the night, my hands are numb. I feel like the whole night as I'm sleeping, my hands have been numb. That kind of worries me a little bit.
Well, does it happen to you at all during the day?
No.
Okay, so it's only at night.
Only while
you wake up.
only when I'm sleeping.
Okay, most of the time when that happens, so a lot of people would confuse that with like carpal tunnel issues. That's like the biggest thing that people always get, Or you.
Oh, that was
or-
Amy's
is she-
diagnosis.
is she
Amy said
diagnosed?
carpal tunnel.
I said carpal tunnel or diabetes.
Or in Lunchbox said stage
it's-
4 HIV.
It could be the beaties, yeah, for sure. But
Diabetes.
Yes.
we call those a case of the sugars at time. But what that is more than likely what that is with you is the way that you're sleeping, right? Or it could be posture from your day that's putting pressure. So let's kind of go with the first portion of it. Is that when you sleep at night, you're probably sleeping like just like this.
That is how he sleeps with his hands in his face. We sleep together all
Oh
the
yeah,
time.
we sleep together all the time.
And so when you sleep like that, you put compression into the nerve there in the wrist that can make your hands go numb. Now, if you have it come up more, it might be coming from the elbow. You see what I mean? Because you got
Okay.
nerve that travels from the neck, down through the shoulder, down through the elbow, down through the wrist, into the hand. And so you're probably putting compression on those wrists in some way or form like that. Or it may be like, how do you sleep? Sideways?
Yeah, sideways, almost exactly how you described it.
Sometimes I kind of know what I'm talking about sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, if your wrists are like that, then what it is, you're more than likely putting compression on that. So sometimes what a good way to do to get out of that, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but bracing up the wrist, like getting straight brace.
Oh, like getting a real brace?
Yes. And
Like a
only-
bowling brace.
Yeah, like that has kind of like that metal on it,
Yeah.
so like it keeps your wrist straight. And just trying to do that for just a while's time. And what I'm saying about that, not doing that forever. And you don't do it any time outside of sleeping. But what that does, it can keep your wrist straight. That way the nerve flow happens, and then we can see if it cuts off the numbness or not. That's my usually biggest thing. Now we talk about stretching out your wrists as well, because you're working in front of the computer all the time. So posture-related issues being like this. I saw you when you came in looking like a shrimp on the computer,
man.
But trying to like teach you how to get better posture, like getting your chest more stretched out, working your rhomboids, getting your trapezius or the muscles on top of the shoulders to get those more relaxed. We do things like that to correct you during the day to get pressure off the nerves in the neck that might be affecting the hands, but then also do like stretching before you go to bed when you wake up to open up those arms more like that, the forearms, to create better nerve flow to the hands.
Does that affect a lot of people, their posture? I mean, I would assume that is it a root of a lot of things you see?
100%, because like having poor posture, you're not only do you not look great, you know what I mean? You're putting so much pressure on the cervical spine and on the thoracic spine, it can create early degenerative changes in the vertebra, just from sitting like this all day long. And we're such a nation now that works in front of computers most of the times that poor posture is really obviously the most common thing that's been occurring. So as that happens, gravity's pushing down on your neck, putting pressure through the spine, and then what it does, it breaks down those vertebrae over time. It creates pressure against those vertebrae, or sorry, the disc as well, and can create nerve issues. It can create things like your lungs aren't getting as much oxygen into them because you're compressing them all the time like that. Not as much oxygen then leads to other issues in the body.
Dang.
You see it? I
Man.
mean, posture is related to so many things.
We all set up taller. We didn't even
Yes.
notice it.
Yeah.
Every single one of us.
But here's the thing, like I've had this posture my whole life. Like even my son, who like is my twin, he's slouched like me.
But
It's
you
kind of
can-
in our thing. Now, if I remember to just sit like that with my chest straight up,
But I think what you're doing is a little.
It's
You're
too
just-
much?
You're
Exaggerated.
exaggerating.
because I feel like that
Exactly.
is like looks like everyone else.
Right, but that's exactly what we talk with patients about. Is that when they do what you're doing, I always tell them like, hey, don't like sit there like looking like you're in the military with like military spine. What I want you to imagine, there's like a string on top of your head. Oh, sorry, I moved that. Cool. There's like a string on top of your head pulling up towards the ceiling. So kind of think more posture like this and not posture like this.
Okay.
Shoulders back, Eddie.
Yeah,
Exact.
More puppet pulling my head up.
But more puppet.
And like tight core.
Puppet work, tight core, exact. Having something.
So Eddie really is a
Wait,
puppet.
should I hold tight core when I'm sitting?
I don't know. I gotta
Sounds
go check it
terrible.
out. Yes.
Dude, you get your abs like that.
No, I know, but I would. I like to like. It's the only time I have a table for. I show my gut. I can let my gut hang out.
Yep.
So that's
But
the
I
only
think
time.
the more we do it, then it just becomes like you don't have to put so much effort into making sure that you're doing it. You
Exact.
just do it.
And the other thing about it too is like if you're just constantly thinking, and that's what again what I tell patients is like, if you just think about doing it, that's not going to take care of it. It's about putting into practice and putting in practice on going like, all right, making sure your rhomboids, which are the muscles between your shoulder blades, strengthening those up. Make sure you stretch your chest muscles out. Again, stretching your chest or your shoulders out. Doing things like that to create it's called upper cross syndrome, right? Where you're getting pulled like this. And so working on the muscles to help strengthen the ones that are weak and tighten the muscles that are, tighten the muscles that are weak and strengthen the muscles that are, you get what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking all over the place. But you know what I mean? And so that doing that reverse like that helps you actually get the better posture. It's not just about thinking about it. You know what I
I
mean?
guess you could put like a alarm, like a notification every hour in your phone. Hey, don't
Sit up straight.
Exactly.
Don't forget. Put the string on your head.
Yep.
Hold on a second, Ray. Let's play this. We got like a 30-second thing we got to play. We'll come right back in 1 second.
Yeah,
Hold on.
cool.
Bueno. Thank you. Dr. Bradshaw's here, and Dr. Bradshaw, we're talking to Eddie about his arms and his hands. Again, I'll ask one final time just so Lunchbox feels good. You don't think his hands being numb is HIV because that's what he thinks.
Stage
four.
Stage 4 is what I read.
You said stage 4 HIV?
Yeah.
That's what it said online.
I don't think that's it, right? You think it's his hands when he sleeps.
I think it's probably his hands when he's
Yeah,
sleeping.
yeah. He also said I was having strokes every single time I.
Like it was a slow stroke, like it was an onsetting stroke that you're having, and it's not like a sudden one that just like.
Do you get annoyed when people Google all their symptoms and then try to tell you what they have when you're like, no, you came to me and I know what I'm talking about?
No, see, I love it when patients do that kind of stuff. Like, I mean, honestly, they come in because that means that they actually care about their health and they're actually trying to figure out what's going on with themselves. I'm not one of those providers, like one of those docs that are like, no, you're totally wrong in what you're talking about. I mean, they might be wrong, and then so we kind of let them know that, you know what I mean? But no, it doesn't bother me when people Google their stuff. It's sometimes it's a good lead. It's like, all right, well, so this is what you're thinking is going on. Let's try to diagnose and figure out a little bit more, do some orthopedic tests on them and things like that to actually figure out if that's truly what they're having or not, and then help them out.
Do you go to people's houses or do you have an office?
I have an office. I'm in Old Hickory.
So say
Tennessee.
you're I mean, you come up here, so let's promote you a little bit.
Yeah,
So
man.
what the name of your office, if we were to look it up on Google, is?
Yeah, we're Bradshaw Chiropractic, which is my name. We thought we were pretty clever by doing
Yeah, we
that.
figured. Bradshaw Chiropractic. Yeah.
So, and we're in Old Hickory, Tennessee. So just like a little bit east of Nashville. So it's only like 20-minute drive from here. But yeah, we've been there. I've been open for 10 years. Started right when I got out of school. And
You've been here for 10 years?
Been 10 years, yeah,
You
man.
look 25.
I know, man.
Yes.
I know. It's like, what? Wait, what?
Is it the chiropractic?
Maybe.
Is
Is that
it-
stretching?
Is it Benjamin
Hey,
Button's
it's
deal?
straightening
exactly
the
what it
muscles
is.
that are weak and
Yeah.
weakening the muscles that are tight.
Apparently,
Yeah.
like in the face and the skin and everything else.
Wow.
Hey, man.
Eddie has a knee issue too
Yeah.
that's killing him, and we may let you guys deal with this off the air.
You sure you don't want to do this live on air?
No, I can't do it live because this is the thing. You know when you're really hungry and like food. You're at a restaurant and you're ordering food. And
Are you saying
food's
your
all
body
around.
hurts and you're watching Eddie get diagnosed?
Right, like
Yeah, she was
food's
like, "What the
all
world?"
around, like you feel more. You're like, oh, I'm so hungry. Like ever since the chiropractor walked in, my body's like, oh, over here.
I mean, I have a
over
terribly
here.
strained groin.
Here we go.
That I can't fix. I've been trying to fix it for like 3 months. Regardless, this is not about me or you, Amy.
Can I ask him a
Right.
question?
Need some groin
Well,
work.
but why not?
One final question.
Yeah. So you said about the whole string and posture thing.
Yeah.
Is there like a brace I can wear to train myself to sit up straight?
So there are braces like that you can find. The braces I don't like are the ones that look like just like a backpack top. You know what I mean? It just only goes on the shoulder.
I have no idea what you mean.
Oh.
I literally have no idea because I know I
Yeah.
hunch over and I need to have better posture. And so like, is there something I could wear every day that's going to make me like sit up straight for a
Yeah.
month? Like if I do it for a month?
So posture braces aren't a bad idea. I do recommend them sometimes to patients, but again, like only wearing a posture brace isn't going to fix you out. It's doing that muscle bounce work that we talked about. Getting adjusted is so important because it actually helps like move those vertebrae, and because you've been stuck like this for so long, and our job is to create mobility to those joints. So if you create mobility to the joints and you do muscle work at home, that's how you can help improve posture, but also changing on like, all right, how's your seat level? You know what I'm saying? Do you have support behind your low back? Do you guys use like standing desk at work? You know what I mean? Things like that. Where's your monitor sitting? You're looking down into the laptop right now. So raising that laptop up, things like that is how
Or
it's better.
you don't
to
need the
correct it.
laptop. You just are on Facebook the whole day.
No, I got to
So
chat,
just don't.
man. I
No,
got to chat.
you're like talking with your buddies, so you don't have to. Eddie was working, but you are over there.
Whoa. You don't think I'm working? I'm doing research,
Morgan,
man.
what's on his computer?
Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's
There
a
you
good
go.
point too. Like when I drive too, I also do like to I like
Facebook?
to lower my seat a little bit so I have to sit up. You know what I mean? Not adjust all the stuff like the mirrors down. I do think about
Yes,
that
see,
when I
and
drive.
That's something important.
So here's what I'm going to say. And maybe we'll keep you for 10 more minutes or so.
Yeah.
We can just fix Eddie or something.
Mm-hmm.
But would you be willing to, like, I don't know, every few weeks come by and do like I think this is
Yeah, man. I
for
can
me,
have
this
some
is like
with
a
doing
fun
this.
segment.
And we're getting old and we all have something to work on.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't even put it on the air. We tell him it's on the air, but he fixes all of us.
Yes, that's all it is.
But even like, do you adjust babies?
100%.
Do you just
Yeah.
dogs?
We don't. I don't adjust dogs, but I'm a pediatric chiro as well, so we have a
Yeah.
lot of infants in our clinic,
Okay.
and it's
Wow.
safe and effective. When we say that type of stuff, people are like thinking we're Chuck Norrising their baby across the room or anything like that. It's all super light treatment. It's not like we do with our adults.
Yeah, because I mean, sometimes even just in the birthing process, like there's traumatic stuff that
Exactly
happens
it.
and you can like release it.
Yep, that's exactly it. A lot of times that we see with infants is more like maybe they're having difficulty like breastfeeding or bottle feeding on one side over the other. And a lot of times it's related to, maybe they got stuck in the birth canal. Maybe, sometimes a C-section that can happen where they get a little bit of tug or pull on it. But it can create malalignment in the upper cervical spine on an infant. And when that occurs, and now they're not able to turn their head as easy to feed on one side. And that's usually what happens. Mom comes in, they're like, man, it's really killing me on the right side. And that's what we talk about.
Wow.
Yep.
We hired a chiropractor. I don't even know what you call it, a puppy practor, to come and fix it because my dog had been so many surgeries.
Yeah.
And he just could not walk straight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be somebody who I didn't know anything about chiropractors. And then you always hear on the internet, they're not real. And I'm like, let's see. I went to one because I've had some injuries and it has been awesome.
Yeah, man.
And it's not where my person's like, you have to come back every week or it doesn't work. It
Exactly.
doesn't happen at all.
Yes.
They come over and they fix what's up and they give me the tools to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Exactly right. And that's what we like to make sure that we do. And that's so important to make sure that, like, that's what I like. I mean, all chiropractors, like, I'm not saying anything against profession. What I'm saying, though, is like, that's what we like to do in our clinic is make sure you take care of the individual patient for what's going on with them, right? So, like, you walk in and you said, oh, I just slept on my neck wrong. Well, sometimes it might only take 1 to 2 times to get that, like, totally fixed up, give you some pointers to be doing stuff at home. We don't like the whole thing of like, hey, 5 times this week, 5 times next week, 5 times the following week. You know what I mean? That's what I think gives some people don't like about chiro is like they feel like they're always having to go back in and stuff like that because sometimes that occurs like that. You know what I mean? But it's changed a lot. You know, there's a lot of tons of medical doctors, orthopedic surgeons I work with that send patients into us and we refer out to them. We work with physical therapists a lot in our clinic. Like we're like really tight with a lot of PTs around the area. It's just about making sure that you're getting the patient taken care of and not being like, oh, we can, take care of it all ourselves.
I mean, the first time I came on, I was like, yeah, I guess I was wrong about it because it's great. And I don't feel the pressure to go back unless I need to go back. And then my other question was just about my dog because they did, and again, I won't say fix because I can't talk with my dog, but they specialize in animals.
Yeah, man.
And they went, I heard it. on this fat bulldog.
And you just started talking afterwards.
And he was like, "What's up, Bobby? I now can speak English." But he was better.
Yeah,
and it
man.
didn't and so is that a specialty? Do chiropractors learn animals, or was that person just like, I can try an animal?
Yeah, we don't. So we don't. That's not like in schooling. That's a whole nother like specialty, right? Just like a medical doctor will have like just different specialties that they go in. So there is like animal chiropractic. There's like equine chiropractic,
Like a horse.
Yeah, 100%. That's insane seeing that
Yeah.
stuff. You gotta look some videos up on that.
Wow.
But yeah, it's really. I mean, but again, it's about mobility of the joints and helping get them taken care of like that, and you get the results.
I'm so intrigued. Okay, Dr. Bradshaw, do you have an Instagram or anything you want to give?
Yeah, man. We're just Bradshaw_chiropractic. So that's our Instagram. Again, we're really original.
I'd have trouble spelling chiropractic, though, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
CH. Chiropractic.
CHIRO.
Bradshaw_chiropractic.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, man.
We'll have you look at Eddie's knee real quick. And then other than that, maybe we'll get you back in a few weeks.
Dude,
and
that'd be really cool.
when we don't make your clients wait on us.
Right.
Yeah, you
Can I say one more thing?
schedule
Say whatever
it.
you want.
Holly Carpenter is the one who texted me this morning. So I was telling, is it Amber?
Abby.
Sorry, Abby.
She's forgettable.
Yeah. I was telling Abby this morning, I was like, she's like, have you heard the show? I was like, I hear the show. Patients wear like the stuff in all the time, but I haven't listened to it. And then I was like, I'm like one of those psychopaths that listen to nothing in the car when I'm driving.
You're that guy.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what-
that.
that's what
That's what she
Lunchbox
said.
says.
You did that? Yeah, man. So we know what's
What's up,
going on
man?
like that.
Oh boy, you guys both have people locked in your basement. Yeah.
Wow.
So and then he told me I could, so I'm not violating HIPAA.
Scuba.
I just texted him, but Scuba Steve.
He
that's
texted
right.
me just now too, and he
Yeah,
was like,
see him,
"That's
man.
my doctor."
Yeah,
That's
dude.
crazy.
And it had nothing to do with him lying. He just heard it and was like, "That's my doctor."
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and then I was like, I think this is the show Scuba Steve's on. I looked it up. I was like, oh, it is the Scuba Steve, you know?
well, it's actually called the Scuba Steve Show, and he's
Is that
not
what
here
it is
today,
now?
so I
Yeah.
just used it. Okay, so Dr. Bradshaw, thank you, and we'll see you in a few weeks. Or
Yeah,
something.
man, that'd be cool.
Did you guys have fun with this? It's good, right?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks,
You
Doc.
okay? Yeah,
Amy, I'm
man.
sorry you're not getting treated today. Maybe next time.
That's all right.
Okay.
I got you whenever you need.
All right. Thank you.